Beneath cascades of silk and lace, she swayed upon the breeze, laughter as light as the petals that surrounded her, a vision of romance awaiting the tender touch of destiny. She glided on the swing, lace and silk flowing like a living masterpiece, her heart as weightless as the evening breeze. Tonight, love would find her. In the hush of the garden, he adored her with a gaze as tender as the roses she held. She smiled, knowing her heart had found its forever. In his embrace, she became a vision of grace, spinning through a garden of roses and devotion, where each step brought them closer to forever.
Hi there, this has been a video making kind of day today. This is my second video. Some of my proofs, my new books, the proofs are coming in today, so I'm going to try to make some videos as they come in. This one is for Valentine's Day. You could use it for Valentine's Day or spring in general, but it is from 1950s, kind of retro, so it's called Romantic Retro Vibes, Scrapbooking Paper Pad. And I'm going to do a flip through of this one, a flip through of this one, and then we're going to get into this one's we're going to make a project out of this. So just kind of glance through this one. It's nostalgic, takes us back to the 50s, and when hopefully it seems like life was slower then. I don't know if it really was, but it just kind of seems like it looking at the pictures and so forth. So we have a couple here, and then their coordinating page. I love how this page came out. And then we've got her with her bouquet, getting ready for a Valentine's date. Isn't she gorgeous? And this is her background page to match. Of course, you can mix and match these, but they're designed to match. And then we have Happy Valentine's Day. She's got some champagne going there. And her bouquet. And then this one, oh, I just love this page. Wouldn't you love to have a dress like that? I would. I love that material. And she is so gorgeous. And that's her background page. And then they're going out for their Valentine's date. And we have their background page. And she received a love letter. Looks like she might be blushing a little bit from it. Love these flowers. And then this just says mi amor, of course, my love. And she's making cookies. She's actually looks like she's painting the cookies, which I do. I paint the icing on my cookies. And then I love her kitchen. And you got a little room there to make some notes. And this paper you can write on. And these are all premium color images, and they are on good paper. Making some cookies again. And then her kitchen, you got note in there, or room for notes. Purpley, we got some purple colors going on. It almost looks like her champagne's got a purple hue to it too, doesn't it? More purple to match her, just Gorgeous. And then we've got another gal. They like their champagne on Valentine's Day. Her background page with the hearts and the roses. Oh, like traditional roses, so pretty. And then they're going out dancing, obviously. Dancing and romancing, I would say. And that's their background page. And then we get into the ephemera, which we have tags and little circles, and they're just so floral. I love these tickets, just gorgeous. And I've got a butterfly, some other tags. These are coin pockets, so you would cut it out and this will fold back and then you'll glue it together. It makes a lot of sense when you see it after you cut it out. And then we've got some postcards and some more pockets. And again, after you cut it out, you would fold here, fold these back, and then that's what you glue down to your page. Some more tickets. And then we've got love saying, all you need is love, with love, be my Valentine. So it goes on and on. Little love sayings, be mine. And then that's the end, and we've got like my also by, and these are just a snippet of what I have. I have to count, I know it's over 50 books now. Anyway, that's the vintage Valentine one. And then this is the Rococo Valentine, and we got a lot of pinks going on here. These are all these two square, so my square books, they're 8.5 by 8.5 inches, and these particular ones are in premium color, and so they have the really good paper. I do make some that are with standard color, and they're more for junk journals, because you know sometimes it's okay if your junk journals are a little duller in color, so that's why some of the pages are not premium color, and those will be for your junk journals. But with these, they are premium color and on that good paper. And we just have Happy Valentine's Day with Cupid's about to strike. Some background pages. Lovely couple. Lots of roses. And these are like really vibrant pinks I kind of wanted to go with for this one. Day of Love. She's waiting for her love to come. Just love her hair. Wouldn't you like to be able to do your hair like that? And some background for her. She's swinging. There's something about that Victorian age and the swings out in the gardens I just love. And he gave her a rose, obviously. Got another background page. She's helping her get dressed into her corset. Got a background page. Little kitty cat with her rose collar. Kind of looks like our cat. Oh, she's got some gray in her. I love me some standard poodles. You got your journal page here. She got a gift. And then we have our tags. Tags with candy, cupids, a cake, another pocket here. Some coin envelopes again, and different little ephemera to cut out. Same thing here. Postcards saying, you will forever be my always. Lovely doves. Some more pockets and tags. And then the end of the book with some more also by. Now, this is our project for today. I have started creating these, they're junk journal pages and ephemera books. So this book has everything you need to complete either a little mini album or a junk journal signature. Let's flip through. This one is a Victorian romance, and it's good for Valentine's Day or spring or anything romantic. I have the instructions in here. However, I left out one little piece, and we're going to actually do that. I forgot to put, before you cut your pages, you want to heat the spine to loosen the glue, and we're going to do that today. You can even cut these out and use them in your design. The way these pages come, they come already in the order to make them make sense. And what I mean by this, so this page will stand alone, so it is correct the way it is. When you start opening up these pages and you get a page spread, these two are going to match up when we make our booklet. It'll make sense when we make our booklet. And then these two are going to match up. So these aren't actually paired. They're going to pair this way. And everyone has a little love quote with them. And then we've got our cat and our dog. I love animals. So we got our cat and our dog. We've got our dancers. I'm just going to go quick because we're going to be seeing all these pages as we work on our project here. Got our lovers in the garden, out for a stroll, discussing romantic topics. I love her and her fan. She's waiting for her lover. He's got a gift for her. And then we got a journal page, and then we get into our ephemera, and the same thing. We have tags, coin pockets. They're a little bit larger, but then we got our sayings, some strips to cut out. I love this background page right there. We got pockets, and I'll get to demonstrate how to make pockets out of those. All of these have the seamless pattern on the back, so if you don't use everything out of here, you'll have pretty seamless pattern in the back. Some more goodies there. Magic, oh, I thought I was going to put renewed. Romance, I changed my mind as I was creating the book. Magic, romance, soulmate, and lovebirds. Oh no, it's actually my other book. I used these same similar tags, but I changed up the words. That's what I was getting confused by. And I love that background. This is actually going to be your cover. This is your cover page. And then we have where you can find me on YouTube and Amazon, and then that's my website. All right, now we're going to dive into our project. I've gathered the supplies for our project. We're going to want either a heating tool, this is a craft heating tool, or a blow dryer to loosen the glue. And then we're going to need a craft knife, possibly, depends on how easily the pages come up, but we might need to use our craft knife. And then we have regular scissors, fussy cut scissors, and our bone folder. Okay, so what we're going to do is get these pages as loose as possible. I'll go ahead and get started showing you how I do it, and then I'll speed up the video. We're going to kind of go toward the middle of the book. Like I don't know if it's 100% necessary to go to the middle, but that's what I like to do. And then you kind of straighten your spine out some, because, you know, we're going to take all the pages out, so we don't need to worry about keeping the spine intact. And then we'll go ahead and get started with heating this up and melting the glue. I do want to make one comment here, is in with these types of books, when it's the junk journal pages and ephemera books, you want to keep the junk journal pages in order. It's very important so that they come out right. So we're going to just lay them one on top of the other here. But, you know, if it works out well, and it usually does, you can get the pages up without having to cut. Now and then, like the front of the book and the back of the book, sometimes I guess the glue's heavier there, or they're closer to the glue, because sometimes those are the tough ones to get loose. But there we go. So we're keeping our pages pretty, and we can cut that little bit off with our regular scissors. And there's some of our seamless patterns. All right, now this is our ephemera. We'll just go ahead and on our cover page. So we've got our ephemera and our cover page. Doesn't want to cooperate here. Well, I was going to put the cover on top, but I guess it doesn't matter. There's our cover and our ephemera. We're going to set those aside. We don't need them at this moment. Now we're going to go ahead and start stacking up our pages. Let's get those loose. We're going to be careful to keep them in order. There we go. Okay. And again, where you can find me and so forth. We've just taken them out, and this is how they look with the way we stacked them. What we want to do, because this is going to be our very first page, it's going to fold in this way. We want to go ahead and flip these over, because we're going to start with the inside page. So we're going to take this one that's on top now. It's going to be our inside page. We're going to fold it like this. And then we'll just fold it by hand, and then take your bone folder, because you want to make sure you get a nice crease in there. And that's going to go like that. It'll make sense, I promise. And then we take this one and we fold it inside like this. And then we're going to put that one here. And you can always make sure that it's making sense. You can double check yourself by flipping it over and going, is this making sense? Yes, she should go with that, because look, that's her interior and she's in the inside room. So then we know that it's lining up correctly. Then we'll take this one and fold it inward. Goes like that. Take this one and fold it inward. Take this one, fold it inward. Take this one and fold it inward. Aren't they gorgeous? Oh. There we go. And we have our lady on the swing on the outside. And that's why her words are on here, because she's going to be on the inside. So this is our booklet. We've got to do our cover yet before we bind it, but I want to show you how it ends up coming out when you follow that process. So we open it up and see, she goes with that. And so forth and so on. They will all match up. There's her swing. For this section of our project, we're going to also need our scoreboard. So I'm going to move our little book aside for a minute. at least I personally like to make my cover. Remember, here's our cover page. I like to make the cover a little more sturdy. Now, this paper is really good quality paper, but it's not as thick as cardstock. So I personally like to take some cardstock for the cover. And I have some different shades of pink and greens here. Let's see what might match the best. You're not going to see much of it. You might see the edge of it would be about all. I'm going to go with this lighter pink myself. Like I said on the other video, I like to use glitter glue because to me it doesn't then warp, the paper doesn't get warped underneath. Now that we have our cover made, we will find our signature. And the way I like to do this, and we should probably cut our little loose edges off first, but the way I like to bind mine, since they're so small, is I like to use this elastic. There's many ways, and I list in my instructions, you know, how you might want to bind it. But for this particular project, I like to use the elastic. And I think this color, we've got green. Oh, I do have a, well, that's orange. That won't go. I've got a yellow. Ooh, well. Got a purple. I might use purple. That kind of nice contrast there. So this is already cut because I used it for another project. But what you would do with your elastic is take it down through the center here, wrap it around, and then you can either tie it here or use your little pieces. It comes with these little end pieces. And you choose the design you want. Like for this one, I'm going to choose this one, little end piece there. And you can either tie it first and then put it through here and tie it again, or you can just thread it through here, both pieces. You would thread through here. And then tie it after you get it tightened to where you want it. And this holds them nicely. Okay, so we'll just put it down here and tie it real good. But first I am going to cut these edges off and come right back. I'm down to my last page with trimming off that rough spot from where we got it out of the spine. And what I needed to do was go ahead and cut it at 8 1/4. So they will be a little bit shorter than the cover, but that's okay because, you know, your cover can be larger. Or we could even cut the cover down, but we'll go ahead, and I went ahead and cut them all at 8 1/4. And that took care of that rough edge. See, nice and smooth now. All right, then we put them all together like this. They're all nice and smooth on the bottom now. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this inspired you to make your own romantic book.